How's it going, YouTube? This is Gold TCG, and today I'm going to do something pretty fun. A lot of people over my time on YouTube have been donating me a ton and a ton and a ton of shiny Pokemon for one reason or another. Every now and then I stream on Twitch on Mondays just so people can donate their shinies to me, because a lot of people have shinies that they want to donate. So today I decided to give a big thank you to everyone by showing off my shiny Pokemon collection in, well, the Generation 6 games. These were collected either in X and Y or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I just keep them in X and Y because that's the game that I'm least likely to alter over the course of time. So they're pretty much safe here. I use Pokebank to store my living Pokédex and XY to store my Shiny Dex. And I do plan on eventually getting a complete Shiny Dex collection, or as complete as it can get. I know there are a few that you just cannot legitimately get, but I'm going to try and get eventually every single one that's possible. So anyway, here we go. Let's just go ahead and show off these Pokemon that a lot of them people have donated to me, and thank you so much to every single person who has donated me these shinies. So anyway, we have this Bulbasaur here, which is pretty cute. As you can see, there's no pentagon on it, so it was not actually created in the Generation 6 games, so that's awesome. Then we move on to Charmander, which is shiny, level 100, which means that this is going to remain a Charmander forever, basically. It can no longer evolve, so awesome. We also have Charmeleon. And then, of course, everyone's favorite, shiny Charizard. I absolutely love this thing. We also have a shiny Wartortle, shiny Butterfree, and some of these you could just barely tell if they're shiny or not. Others, they're pretty obvious. Oh, this actually isn't a shiny. Let me go ahead and ignore that. This is a shiny Raichu. Just looks very pretty. Let's see what else we have. Shiny Vulpix. Shiny Zubat. Shiny Poliwhirl, and actually this one I caught on my own through chain fishing. Shiny Alakazam, which is pink instead of purple. Shiny Machamp, remind anyone of the Pokemon World Championships. Shiny Tentacruel, called Emerald Eyes. We have the shiny Gengar, which was distributed through the event, I think a year or two ago. This awesome shiny Onix. Shiny Chansey. Shiny Mr. Mime. Shiny Electabuzz. Shiny Gyarados, and I caught this one myself when it was a Magikarp. Shiny Ditto. Shiny Eevee. Shiny Vaporeon, which I think is my favorite shiny of the evolutions. It's either this or Sylveon, I haven't quite decided, but this is one of them. Omanyte. Kabuto. Articuno. Just look at the beautiful bright blue on this. It really does look like ice. Dratini, Dragonair, and Dragonite. Then I also have a shiny Mewtwo. I actually received this through Wonder Trade. I believe I received it live on stream too, so that was pretty funny. I do have the shiny Mew, which I'm almost positive is fake, but it was given to me by a fan, so I will keep it as a big thank you to them. We have the shiny Cyndaquil, which is a female. Shiny Feraligatr. Shiny Crobat, which was actually given to me by one of my friends long before I started YouTube. So that was pretty awesome of them. Shiny Lantern. Shiny Pichu, or it was called Pikachu colored Pichu because the colors are identical to Pikachu. Shiny Togetic. Shiny Ampharos, called Envro. I'm not sure if that means anything. Shiny Azumarill. Shiny Pseudo-Hudo, which looks absolutely awesome. Shiny Wobbuffet, called Keith. Shiny Scizor, Shiny Shekel. Oh, and by the way, I want for you guys to tell me in the description, or not the description, in the comments, what is your favorite shiny Pokemon? Got a shiny female Heracross here. You can tell because of the little heart on the tip of his horn. We got a shiny Ursaring. This one doesn't really make sense to me. Why is it green? But oh well. The shiny Octillery, which I caught myself through chain fishing. Shiny Delibird. Basically, unless I say where I get it, just assume that all of these were donated to you by fans. And once again, thank you all so much for the donations. And I will be streaming on Twitch in the future, receiving more shiny donations if you want to send them to me. Got the shiny Raikou, which I believe wasn't part of the event legendary giveaway from a Black and White 2, or not that, Heart Gold Soul Silver. Shiny Entei, which I think was from the same event. Got this beautiful shiny Lugia. This shiny Ho-Oh I actually received through Wonder Trade. Got a shiny Sceptile here with its hidden ability Unburden. Got Zigzagoon shiny. Dustox shiny. Shiny Ludicolo. Shiny Swellow. Actually, this appeared in the anime. Winona had one, the gym leader from Hoenn. Ash defeated it with his own non-shiny Swellow. Shiny Gardevoir called Diantha. I bred this myself as a Ralts, and I was lucky enough to get a female, because let's be honest, Gardevoir should always be female. Shiny Breloom. Shiny Azurill. Shiny Sableye, called Crystal. I love that nickname. Shiny Mawile, and I believe I received this through Wonder Trade as well. Shiny Aggron. That just looks... I just love the color scheme on this. Shiny Roselia. Shiny Grumpig, called Growret. I believe that's its French name, not a nickname. Shiny Zigzagoon. A shiny Milotic. Shiny... I just realized its nickname. Shiny Banette with the nickname My Precious. That's funny. Shiny Duskull, which I received through Wonder Trade. Almost positive this one's fake, but I'm just going to keep it anyway. Shiny Chimecho. Shiny Absol, called Unlucky. Oh, that's unfortunate. Shiny Glalie. Shiny Relicanth. Shiny Bagon. Haven't decided if I want to evolve this all the way into Salamence or not. Well, actually no reason to. You know why? That's right, I have a shiny Salamence as well. We have shiny Beldum, which of course is the giveaway from when Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire first came out. And then a Metagross, that's the fully evolved form of that. In fact, I believe this one was my Metagross when I first got those games. Also have a shiny Latios, which is my all-time favorite shiny. Well, it's one of my 3 all-time favorite shinies. I really need to make like a top 5 of my favorite shinies. Would you guys love to see that? Have shiny Kyogre called Whale. Whale! That's a big thing. We have shiny Groudon. And shiny Rayquaza. Of course, Rayquaza, I believe the event is still going on right now. If you guys have Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, just go to receive mystery gift through Wi-Fi and you can get one of these. Have a shiny Jirachi. And a shiny Deoxys. Now we're going into Generation 4 with this shiny Torterra, which is female. Really awesome. Shiny Infernape, Diddy Kong. Shiny Piplup. shiny Staraptor. I accidentally moved it over one spot, putting it back. Shiny Shinxluch. I really love the color scheme for this, almost more than I do the original one. Almost. Shiny Buizel. And Floatzel. Shiny Lucario. I'm very, very happy with this. I bred this one myself, and it was a girl, so I named it May after my favorite Pokegirl. And I maxed out its happiness at level 1 by walking around a ton, then used a rare candy on it. So this has absolutely 0 EVs, and I just really, really love it. It's an adorable Pokemon. Shiny Abomasnow. Abomasnow. Okay, let's be honest, who hasn't heard that joke? Shiny Electivire called Raiden. I believe this is a pretty competitive Electivire too. Shiny Porygon Z, called Porygon Z, of course. A shiny Gallade, called Tristan. Shiny Uxie, with only hidden power. Shiny Azelf, the only Lake Trio shiny I'm missing is Mesprit. Shiny Giratina, which I believe is a Black and White 2 event shiny. Shiny Cresselia. Shiny Darkrai. And a shiny Llama God. Now, it is possible to get one of these legitimately now. They gave away one of 17 different kinds of codes in Japanese for a Llama God distribution with the Hoopa movie. One of each 16 plates, and then the last one had the possibility of being a shiny normal type, so that's pretty cool. Okay, we have a shiny Snivy here, and it's female with Contrary, so that's pretty awesome. Shiny Tepig. And shiny Samurai, and this is another one of those that was gifted to me by a friend of mine before I started YouTube. That's pretty awesome. I have a shiny Lillipup. And a shiny Herdier. I do not have Stoutland, but oh well, 2 out of 3. I mean, and they're shinies too, so that makes it even more impressive. I have this shiny Gigalith. The colors on this just really look awesome. They make the rocks look like crystals. In fact, it's called Diamond. That's its nickname. Shiny Seismitoad. I kind of like this. It makes it look like it's more water ground than normal, and its name is Frequency. We have the shiny Scolipede, and I love the color scheme on this. Shiny Crocodile, and I know a lot of people don't like the color scheme on Crocodile shiny, but I love it. I really do love it, and its nickname is Shudders. We have the shiny Dwebble. Kind of hard to tell if it's shiny or not, but it is shiny. We have the shiny Scrafty. Shiny Garbodor. And this was gifted to me, but funny enough, I actually ran into 2 Garbodor on my own in X and Y, just through random encounters, through 2 shiny Garbodor. So one of them I gave to Saturday, and the other I sent out through Wonder Trade. My least favorite Pokemon, and of course it's the one I run into the most in shiny form. We have the shiny Zoroark, and I believe this is actually my favorite shiny. This was given to me by a fan when it was a Zoroa, so that was pretty darn awesome. Shiny Reuniqueless. I accidentally bred this one on my own. I was just trying to complete my living dex, and I accidentally got a shiny Solosis. So, funny enough, I was more annoyed than I was happy. Shiny Escavalier. Shiny Fungus. You can't tell from the front very well, but the Pokeball on its head is purple instead of red. Shiny Ferrothorn, called Spikes, an appropriate name. Nothing on this page, and we got a shiny Durant. Durant. We got this shiny Hydreigon. I love the color scheme on this, too. I love the color scheme on most of the shinies, so let's just let's just go with that. The shiny Terrakion. I really want a shiny Verizon, but we'll see when that happens.
The Verizon.
I got the shiny Thundurus, which I think might actually be in... No, it's in the right place on this page. Have this shiny Landorus, and I actually won this in a local tournament, a local VGC tournament. Instead of giving away championship points, they gave away this shiny Landorus, and since I won the tournament, I received the Landorus, so I'm very happy with that. Have this shiny Genesect. Now we're into black and white, or now we're into X and Y. Okay, have the shiny Delphox, and I bred this myself from a Fennekin, so I was pretty happy with that. We have the shiny Greninja, everyone's favorite shiny from X and Y. Have the shiny Bunnelby. And this Diggersby. And I accidentally ran into a Bunnelby when I was going and searching for Pokemon to Wonder Trade. Ran into the grass, found a shiny Bunnelby, evolved it into Diggersby, so I got this one myself. Have the shiny Meowstic. Shiny Aegislash. Shiny Malamar, which looks even more intimidating than it normally does. Has Infiltrator instead of Contrary, but that's okay. We have the shiny Barbaracle. That looks pretty cool. Then, of course, it's me, so of course I'm going to have a Helioptile shiny. Now, this was gifted to me by a fan. The first Helioptile I bred, I actually went ahead and evolved. This was actually my first shiny ever in X and Y, and really my first shiny ever outside of the red Gyarados from Gold Silver. So I'm very, very happy with this, and it's a female, so I'm so excited to have this shiny. My very first one. And then we have this shiny Tyrantrum, and I just love the color scheme on this. And then I have one last shiny in my current Shiny Dex, and that is this Noivern. So what I hope to do eventually is to get every single shiny possible. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stream on Twitch pretty often doing some shiny hunting. If you guys want to stop by and watch me do that, then I'll try and do it every Monday beginning next week, or even beginning next week. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and follow me on Twitch so you're alerted whenever I do shiny hunting, go ahead and do that. A link to my Twitch is in the description, and let me go ahead and show off Helioptile one more time. Anyway, that pretty much does it for this video. I hope y'all enjoy, and once again, tell me what your favorite shiny Pokemon is in the comments below. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more.